It's very close, no?
No, it only looks.
Feels like it's going to look into my nostrils or something.
No.
Hi, my name's Luis Urbina. I'm a longtime participant of the Academy since 2015. I've been to every Academy since, and a student of Giselle Brodsky's. Miami International Piano Festival is a long process, really, of over 20 plus years that Giselle Brodsky and others, her board members and artists, have grown, starting from simple beginnings in Miami and stretching to Italy, and now we have, of course, the Academy, which is an extension of that. And it's just a collection of incredible artists from all over the world that really get the chance to express themselves on her stage. I think Giselle Brodsky is an incredibly innovative, ambitious, idealist woman who looks for newer and newer opportunities to spread art and piano playing. So the piece I recorded today was the Capuçon Variations, Opus 41. It's a really great piece based on the theme, actually, of Rite of Spring, or some people say it's actually a Russian folk song that Capuçon was quoting, because that's where Rite of Spring comes from. It's a wonderful piece. It's just a fun piece. It doesn't really mean a ton to me personally, other than it's enjoyable, it's jazzy, it has a lot of moods. And it's fun to play. Well, if I can hit all the notes, it's fun to play. When I'm preparing a piece, my mental approach, I'd say, is starting from the music. I always try to start from the music, hear the piece in my head, obviously reference recordings and such, but try to absorb the music first, and then of course I get into the technique and trying to figure it out. I don't know if it's like a totally linear, clean process, but I always feel like to approach a piece, I have to really enjoy something about it. So that's probably where it all starts. So I've been to the Academy since 2015, and we had academies in 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19. Of course, there was the pause with the pandemic, and we picked it up again last year, 2022, right here in the Via Medici in Briosco. And we had another one in the winter, and here we are again in 2023. It's been an interesting evolution and process being in the Academy, because we didn't really know how it would start and what it would look like. We had all sorts of plans. The first year we were in a university where there was like 3 practice rooms for pianists, and there was a ton of pianists, and we were trying to figure that out. But it's helped me as a musician, just being able to hear these incredible artists play concerts and make amazing music and inspiring masterclasses. I started out with the Academy with a kind of hesitance and, feeling overwhelmed, wanting to be alone. The more time I've spent in the Academy, the more I enjoy being around people and having that camaraderie. And I tend to always leave, even if I'm tired and want to break from the piano. I feel this sense of friendship and bonding that's really important, I think, for us musicians, especially pianists. What is music is a difficult question. I don't really know if I know an answer. I feel It's so many things. It's an expression of the experience of composers, of whoever can invent or imagine something, and it's vibrations organized in sound, and we know what it is when we hear it, and we always have a reaction to it, positive or negative. It's kind of elusive, you know. It doesn't really exist on. It exists on paper, but you know, it happens in sound, in the air, and then it's gone. But yet we keep studying and pursuing and feeling inspired by it, so it's a very special thing. The piano is an instrument. I suppose it's a medium, you know, like any other instrument to express music, but it's an incredible instrument. You can really do so many things with it. Of course, like, it has its limitations, like you can't do vibrato, you can't do crescendo, but I think being a pianist is learning how to work with the piano and create and simulate all sorts of sounds that come almost outside from the piano, but also the piano itself. You know, a lot of pianists often say, well, the piano is such a difficult instrument. It's a ridiculous mechanism, but it has its own charm and beauty that keeps bringing people back to wanting to hear the piano. You know, it's not a singer singing a melody or a violinist singing a melody on the violin. It's a piano, and the way it sounds is one of it's its own thing. I'd say my biggest wish in the future is to keep growing as a pianist and just have more opportunities to play with orchestras, be around musicians. As a pianist, although I love the piano and love playing solo repertoire, I also feel much more fulfilled when I get to play chamber music or play with orchestras or just engage in all sorts of musical activities, because at least for me, I don't feel the need to just limit myself to one scope. So I hope to have a rich career where I can do a lot of things with my music, not just play solo repertoire and practice in the practice room.